change my mind. Let this world come and let it cease away. See, I'll be loving you.
Standing in the bottom room.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Can I make you move now? Yes, I can. So you can get this movement in the back of a can. You can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. The Popcorn World.
Football is back, and BetOnline remains your number one source for all your football betting needs this season. Hey, what's up? It's your man Lloyd Spence, and I'm so excited because it's been a great football season already. And you'll find the latest odds, matchup info, player news, and game trends at betonline.ag. And as your continued source for all sports wagering info, BetOnline features live betting, free contests, live scores, and giveaways all season long. Always the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite sports and events like Major League Baseball, MMA, tennis, boxing, and even golf. Head to betonline.ag to join and receive your 100% welcome bonus with your first deposit. Make sure to use your promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, to receive your rewards. Why? Because it's BetOnline, and that's where the game starts. And tell them the Noisemaker sent you. You're now listening to the Brothers of the Five. At shooting guard, it's your boy, Killer Cam. At small forward, it's Reggie Love. At point guard, C Major. At power forward, Al B. And at center, Mr. Noise, Lloyd Spence. And now, the Brothers of the Five. Man, it's good to be here. Down a few, but we still pushing through. Got my guy, C Major, in the building.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, little bro? How you feeling?
Feeling good and terrible.
Good and terrible. Oh my!
Terrible.
You sound like I felt yesterday.
After what I witnessed last night.
Oh, you get me mad at that. It's too early to be mad at that. Y'all doing good.
Yeah.
Y'all still got the squad to beat. Ain't nothing changed.
It's all right. Yeah.
Ain't nothing changed. But before we get into any of that, man, shout out to the crew. I know, folks, listen, full disclosure, Facebook and YouTube, our guys work. So sometimes work be calling. So a couple of our guys are called in to work tonight. A rare thing that happens here on the Five, but we ain't tripping. We gonna press on through and get on and do what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
we appreciate y'all for pulling up and watching us. And we coming out gate hot, man, with breaking news. This one was kind of a shocker. DT Robert Quinn traded to the Eagles for a fourth round, I think.
Yeah, fourth round.
That's it. I mean, it didn't cost him much to get him. Now I don't know what he got left in the tank. You know what I'm saying? It's an incredible deal for the Eagles because I think the Bears are gonna eat the contract.
Yeah, man, he's a former Cowboy, and when he was with the Cowboys, he was definitely a force to be reckoned with. So I hate to have him be in the division. That's
right.
That's like you said earlier, the rich get richer, man.
Rich get richer, man.
And everybody wants to be on a winning team, so that's definitely a big get. I know it kind of hurts the Bears a little bit. I know Raekwon Smith, he was got the news and was kind of upset about it a little bit. So
Yeah, I saw that, man. That's cold, kind of cold blooded, man. That dude was doing the press conference, his weekly presser, and he's sitting there. And I guess one of the reporters said, "So, how do you feel about the Robert Quinn news?" He said, "What Robert Quinn news?"
Because he probably thought it should have been him the way he was trying to get out of
Well,
it.
that might be it too. You know,
The way he was trying to get out. So
he
yeah,
really gonna be looking to get out now, though. He might put a trade request in.
yeah.
So,
So we'll see about that.
yeah,
But
man, that's rough.
hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully the Robert Quinn thing doesn't work out.
Well, listen, as one of the members of the NFC East, I concur.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
concur.
Exactly.
So anyway, let's jump into the show, man. Let's go. You and I, man, hold it down. Let's go with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got the NBA's best, worst, and surprise. We introducing this week. So, C Major, what you got, man? How you coming out tonight?
It's only been 4 games into the season, but this team that I got for the best is kind of not where I thought they would be. The Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, man.
Portland Trailblazers, man. You got Dame over there, holding it down, and he's got Anthony Simmons.
Anthony Simmons, yeah.
That was a nice little 1-2 punch that that's coming out there, and I'm surprised they're 4-0.
Right.
My worst, sorry, bro. Los Angeles Lakers.
I mean, we are what we are, man. We are what we
Los
are.
Angeles Lakers, man.
You'll have to apologize for that. Listen, Rob Pelinka need to apologize to me.
yeah, and he just got an extension, so I don't know.
I know, man.
Yeah,
but I can't be mad because he ain't doing a horrible job, but he got to figure this one out, man. He got to figure this one out.
Well, I mean, when you put a roster consisting of like 12 guards, he's kind of.
I mean, but what's crazy though, Chad, is our defense is actually better. Like it's actually better. It really is better. We just can't hit the broad side of a barn.
Yeah. That's one thing. I think that's the Darvin Ham influence, his defensive influence on the team. But yeah, I got to definitely find something going on offensively. So
yeah,
my surprise. I'm sorry, my surprise.
Yeah,
the Warriors defense, man, they've been giving up a lot of points, man. The defense.
Yeah, they've been on late for a little while.
Yeah, and I don't know, since Draymond's an anchor, I don't know if he still got that lingering thing about him and Poole going on or what's going on, or he's supposed to be the anchor, and the defense is giving up major points. Having to come back against Denver, that was a loss, and then getting walloped by the Suns last night. That's you can't be giving up that many points. And
see, I don't know if that was a wallop though. You said you call it a wallop. I'm not sure that was.
They
a wallop.
lost by what, 20-something points, man.
Yeah, but it wasn't. The score wasn't indicative of the entire game.
Yeah,
like they were in it for most of the game, and then in that late in the fourth quarter, it was like, listen, let's just stop. This is the 5th game of the season. Let's stop exerting all this energy.
Yeah.
So I ain't mad at him about that. I think you don't have to worry as much as you worrying.
Yeah, but I have high expectations.
You were taking over right now.
I have high expectations, so that's all.
Yeah, as you should. Now, listen. Now you know how we feel as Laker fans. We have high expectations. This is what happens when you live in a world when you're winning a lot. So, welcome to the family, brother. All right, that's what's up. So I went a different way, man. My best was the Bucks, man. I love what they're doing. I know they've only played 2 games, but they look like the cohesive champs that they are, man. And now that everybody's not quite healthy yet, but everybody's everybody looks solid. And I think when you drop Chris back in, they're gonna be a hard team to beat over in that East, man. They're gonna be a real tough team to beat. So I love what the Bucks are doing. My surprise, I actually went with 3, and only because they are the top 3 in the Western Conference right now. That is Portland, Utah, and San Antonio. Who saw that coming? My goodness. So, again, we're only 4 games in, so I'm not going to get too excited and overwhelmed. But, man, for 3 teams that's supposed to be tanking for Wembanyama, or whatever his name is,
exactly.
They're not doing a very good job. They come out on fire. So,
like you said, I think it's too early, but I know somebody's going to turn that corner to get that sweepstakes going. Definitely.
I think if they keep winning like this too much, these GMs are definitely going to have to make some trades. And then, of course, my worst. I didn't give my worst to the Lakers or the Nets, though both teams have played horribly. I zeroed in on the problems, and I said the worst are Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons. And for Russell, it's very simple. Two things have happened. Number one, the passing of time. Brother looks old, and his legs ain't there no more. That explosion ain't there no more.
Yeah.
And it's father time might be about to track him down. And then the other number that just blows my mind in 3 games, 4 of 26.
Yeah, that's not.
And 4 of those shots happened in the last game. So he went 2 offers.
Yeah. No, I know he's out tonight. I think with a hamstring, so maybe that was it.
He's out tonight
With a hamstring.
Right. I'm gonna tell you something, man. There seems to be contention because what I'm hearing, Chad, is that even if he comes back on Friday, he's gonna sit on the bench. He's coming off the bench.
Wow.
So there's a lot of contention in the Laker locker room right now, which is part of the problem. I would not be surprised if they came out tonight and got the win solely because the tension is gone. And if that is the case, then, man, I'm going to tell you something. Kendrick Perkins floated something out, and I think he might be on to something. Man, you might have to send that dude home and just let him sit at the house and work this out in his own feelings. Wow. And then y'all just go ahead and build the team that you try to build. And when the time comes, you make the trade that you can make. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But oofa. It's rough right now, man. It's rough right now. And Ben Simmons he's been playing horrible, brother. I mean, that dude got 14 fouls. I think he's had more fouls than points in 4 games. So
who moves first?
Well, Ben ain't going nowhere.
You don't think so?
Nah, Ben ain't going nowhere. They can't really. The word is out on Ben, so everybody knows what he is. So I think Ben ain't going nowhere, but it's definitely going to be Russell. Russell at some point this season is moving. It's just a matter of where is he going. Obviously, everybody's been saying Indiana, but I've heard lately I've been hearing a lot of Terry Rozier rumors. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of Terry Rozier rumors, which is not bad. Somebody that the Lakers would need for sure, especially. But my only problem with the Terry Rozier rumors is that Terry Rozier and Dennis Schroeder, aren't they the same player basically?
Yeah, that doesn't really move the needle for you.
I mean, it's basically the same cat. So I don't know how that moves the needle or whatever, but I would definitely like the Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, and maybe there's some other move out there that we're not aware of. But we definitely need to make a move. We have to go get some shooters now. Yeah. So otherwise, it's going to be a wasted season. So those are my
Maybe not. Wembanyama.
Well, now listen. If we can tank into Wembanyama, all is forgiven.
That could be your backup,
right?
Exactly.
Right. So all is forgiven if that happens. I ain't gonna be mad at none of that. So there you go. All right. Let's jump into the NFC best words team surprise. I'll go first here. Man, listen, for me, the absolute best, the NFC East. We killing it right now. I'm gonna give love to the entire division. We killing it right now. Big win by your Cowboys. Big win by my Giants, and an amazing goal line stands. That last play was so fire. My goodness. And then big win by the Commanders. Who saw that coming? The Commanders shutting down Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Listen.
That's huge.
Listen, the Commanders decided we Carson Wentz ain't it. We going with Taylor Heineke. And then Taylor Heineke went out there and all he did was just whoop Aaron Rodgers behind.
Well, he's been the starter before, so it wasn't nothing new to him. So
they look better without Carson. I don't think Carson getting his job back, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I think it might be a wrap.
He might not even play again this season.
I'm just saying, bro. Taylor Heineke had them humming a little bit, though. Yeah. So my best is the NFC East, bro. My surprise, I was surprised at both the Bears and the Panthers. Again, who saw that coming? And I'm going to say, and I lean a little bit more to the Bears because I'm going to tell you something. Talk about finding the right formula at the right time. I'm old school. So I'm big bro. I'm the old school. I'm big bro. I'm old school.
Yeah.
They look like the old school 80s Bears who could just run the ball. Now, the Bears never had a running quarterback, so that makes it a little bit different.
Yeah.
But man, they look listen, that offense with those design runs by Justin Fields, bro, that's a scary team. That all of a sudden is now a scary team. And they got a game this weekend with a certain team that seems to struggle against the run.
Well,
No.
we did make a signing. We did make a signing of one of your former Giants players, Hankins. So
I saw that.
So
but he's a
hopefully
former for a reason.
Well, he can. Hopefully, he can plug the middle. Hopefully, he's got some stuff left in him. So hopefully, we can stop that run. I don't know.
I agree 100%. But I don't know. He's a former for a reason, so I ain't gonna get too excited for you. You know what? That NFC East thing I threw out there earlier makes you think there's some solidarity here with the Cowboys. There's not. I don't want there to be any confusion. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right. And then finally, my worst, bro. Listen, it's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
It's Tom Brady. And let me say this. The Colts made a decision this week. It was the right decision. They said, hey, old man, we appreciate you coming in here and attempting to try to do what we need you to do. Now, we promised you some things, and on our end, maybe we didn't deliver. But we also didn't know that you were going to be this bad. It might be time. Yeah. Now, take off Colts at the beginning of that and maybe put on Tom Brady. Maybe TB12 can't beat Father Time. Maybe.
Well, nobody's beating Father Time. So
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Nobody has as of yet. Yeah. So I'm just saying, maybe you can't yell at your lineman for some of them passes you threw in the dirt, the ducks you threw in the dirt.
Yeah.
Maybe that was all you.
I think it's about time for him to take that 375 and go on.
Listen, bro, I don't understand why you listen. If somebody's offered me 375 and I've already won 7 Super Bowls, guess what? The 375 is the 8th Super Bowl win. I don't need no more wins. I got it. So I'm out. So
I think he's trying to prove something to himself at this point.
What is he trying to prove, Chad? Ain't nothing to prove. What is he trying to prove, Chad? Tell me what he's trying to prove.
That Hayes can go on top one last time. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
But here's the problem I'm having with what you said, Chad. He is on top. He is in the conversations when you start talking about greatest athletes and greatest athletic performances of all time. It's you. It's Tiger Woods. It's Jordan. You're not even in the football conversation no more. You in the conversations with Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain and Serena Williams. You in that winners conversation. You sit in a whole different room on the Hall of Fame, bro. There's nothing else to prove.
It's different when you get that last championship or have that defining moment like Kobe did. That 60 points in your last game, something like that. It's different.
Well, now you know what? Maybe that's what he's waiting for. Maybe game 17, he'll go out and throw for 600 yards. They'll miss the playoffs, and he can walk through the tunnel like this, waving it goodbye to everybody and waving hello to his $375 million check. So there you go.
Yeah.
But he looks bad, man. He looks bad. So anyway, yeah, you got to have an offensive line, Ron Nolan. You got to have it. And their offensive line is my favorite part of watching him and Aaron Rodgers struggle is watching all of the analysts on ESPN and all the other sites have to eat their words because early in the season they're like, oh, they'll figure it out. It's Tom Brady. It's Aaron Rodgers. No, they will not figure it out. Devontae Adams does make a difference. Having a decent offensive line is important. All of those things are true, and y'all are and both these teams are in deep trouble. So, my worst right now is Tom Brady. So, what you going with on NFC?
NFC, I really hate to say this. The New York Giants is my best performance. I'll give it to the New York Giants. For this time, they a healthy Saquon matters. The healthy Saquon matters.
Yeah, bro.
that definitely does make a difference. So.
And by the way, if anybody saw any of y'all out there saw the game Sunday, that one run he had was the defining run to me of the season. Them jump cuts. Now I worry about that because he got them really violent jump cuts. So I'm like, all right, calm down.
Yeah.
But man, he looked good, man. God, he looked so good. And you hate to say it, so I'm gonna hate to say it. Shout out to Daniel Jones, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't know if he's the quarterback of the future, but he is the quarterback of the moment.
Yeah, and you were trying to trade him away this offseason. So
I still try to trade him away. If another offer came that was decent, I would trade him away. But let me say this though. That dude is tough as nails. And he's an absolute winner. He wants to win. And he's willing to do what it takes to win. And that I can appreciate. Now, is he a long-term answer at quarterback? I don't know about that yet. But he's a winner, man. And he's tough as nails.
Well, also it makes a difference when you have a viable coach there too.
Absolutely. And shout out to Brian Daboll, man, who, I mean, right now, so far ahead of the coach of the year, he would really have to stumble. He would really have to fumble the ball tremendously to lose it at this point. I think we're gonna be able to keep Saquon happy. Because if you're gonna franchise somebody, I think it's got to be Saquon. I think it's got to be Saquon.
Why would you just give him his contract? That's the.
Obviously, gonna try to do that, but it just depends on what he wants. Like, with all due respect to Saquon, I appreciate you having a great freshman year, and I appreciate you having a great senior year. But them 2 or 3 years in the middle, I don't know. So I'm saying we gotta.
Y'all in a very peculiar situation because.
But I think you got to keep him though. You finding a back like that is hard to find. I mean, it's almost impossible to find. So you got to take him. So anyway, we'll see. I'm sorry. What are your
my worst performance? Like you said earlier, my worst performance is the Packers, man. Aaron Rodgers. The thing about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, everybody think they can do it on their own, and you need a supporting cast. And we're seeing that right now. They're getting exposed right now. So Tom Brady might want to call AB, but they might not be on speaking terms because AB's taking shots at Giselle right now. So that
how much of this do you lay at the feet of Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, the Devontae thing, probably nothing, but all the other stuff, you wanted the $50 million, you wanted to hold out and, have control over, things. And I say he's getting about 75% at least, and the front office gets the rest because you're supposed to put things around, Aaron Rodgers. You're supposed to know if you take away Adams, you're supposed to bring somebody in that's, the equivalent or just about his skill set, or it's not going to be just about a skill set, but it's going to be somebody close.
There is a receiver out there waiting to come back in the month of November. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think
if the Packers, do you sell out to go get him?
Well, they're gonna have some competition because I'm sure the Rams are going there too. It's gonna be,
and it sounds like the Bills are too. It sounds like a lot of teams.
Because that could put you over the top. A person of that caliber can put you over the top, as we saw what he did last year.
Absolutely.
So, and definitely those teams are missing that piece. So, and my surprise is gonna be the Panthers. You said, man, subtracting McCaffrey and still getting that win, that's impressive. And also, Robbie Anderson is gone as well. So
that was crazy. That game, I watched that game. That whole game was crazy because I'm thinking. First of all, I'm PJ Walker is like, I just found out about him like an hour before the game, and I was like, who are they? Who are these people they throwing to? Like I've never heard of these people, but man,
it's crazy.
That was incredible. Shout out to the Panthers.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I mean, they got that one, but I don't know. I mean, hey, it was the Broncos, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, but look. They got the Broncos next. You mean?
I mean the Bucks. I mean it was over the Bucks.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. And what we found out is the Bucks ain't very good. So
yeah.
But you still kind of surprised because you're thinking, wow. And listen, 3?
Yeah.
When's the last time Tom Brady only put up 3? Like, this
Yeah,
is so anyway.
That's weird.
Just saying, bro. Call Matt Ryan. Y'all talk it out.
No.
Why don't you give us your AFC, brother?
Man, my AFC, I'm going with the Chiefs on this one. They did their thing. Still, gonna see them. I think they're still one of the favorites. Also, Joe Burrow, a person with no line at all, almost putting up 500 yards is impressive.
That is impressive.
Yes, they tied for me on that one. The worst, man, me and you talked about this. The Chargers, Justin Herbert and the Chargers, they made all these adjustments to get all these players, and it's not going out as we thought it was going to go, or at least I thought it was going to go. I'm not. I'm.
You weren't the only one because everybody else jumped out there too. And on paper, that defense looks amazing. On paper, the offense looks like potential. But I'll say this: I don't think I've said it yet. I've said it to you privately, but I'll say it publicly now. To me, Justin Herbert is just Phillip Rivers 2.0.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not bad, but he ain't on the caliber of these other guys to me. Even though everybody wants to put him there, he's a good quarterback, but he's not on the caliber of those other guys. He's gonna do exactly what Phillip Rivers did. But every year he's gonna put up gaudy numbers. They're gonna look amazing. Everybody's gonna say, "Oh man, if he just had receivers, if he just had this, he just had that." Well, he's got that now. Yeah. There's no excuse. Just like Phillip Rivers really didn't have no excuse in his career. But I mean, the Chargers are what they are, man. It's a franchise.
They have players though too. They have players on the offensive side of the ball. That's the thing. They have Eckler. They have the Williams and Keenan Allen. Yeah. They have people. So
the Chargers might be the football version of the Clippers. Like they go every now and then they go get some great players, and on paper you can be like, this might be the year for the Clippers, and there you go. Yeah. Then as the season unfolds, you're like, nah.
That was a great comparison.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Comparison. And that's who I had on that end.
Okay. Well, I agree with you on the best. I think it's the Chiefs. They just keep rolling, man. They just, man. I know Tyreek Hill is supposed to be a big missing piece, and in that Bills game, in like the final minute of the game, you saw it finally show up. But man, let me tell you something. Juju Smith-Schuster is coming into his own. Mecole Hardman is coming into his own. And if they keep doing what they're doing, I know it looks like the AFC Championship is going through Buffalo, but man, Kansas City, man, they ball, man. They look good.
Yeah, and you always got to account for Kelsey too. So those two with Kelsey is definitely still a force to be reckoned with at that point.
Right, Ron. Ron said they got Justin Herbert. Right. In what world? Like I be looking at sometimes I hear these guys say this type of stuff. Yeah. I be like, in what world should this be true? Like Lamar, the only thing Lamar has not proven is that he has not won the quote unquote big game yet. But man, Lamar don't have put Lamar on the Chargers.
You should get it done.
That's a Super Bowl team now.
You should get it done, yeah.
Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, that's a Super Bowl team now.
Yeah.
So
definitely should get it done.
Right. Ravens, he's doing it with the Ravens, and they hardly have anything. And by the way, I'm praying that the Ravens rumors that I'm hearing about them are very, very true. But before we get to those trade deadline rumors that I'm hearing, let me drop off these last two for you. My worst, it's got to be the Broncos and the Colts, man. Goodness. Yeah. Is this the Peyton Manning curse? Because they just can't. Neither one of these teams get right, man. It's just like now. I'll say this for like a quarter, the Broncos offense looked much better for like a quarter, and then as the game kept unfolding, I was like, oh, there they are. That's the Broncos I remember. So it ain't Russell Wilson. It's the team. It's the Broncos. And it's sad, man, because that defense is balling, bro.
Yeah.
I got to give you these Broncos numbers. I meant to bring this up, pull this up earlier. So, noisemakers and Five Nation, y'all be patient with me. I apologize because I in my head, I said, "Oh, I got to pull these numbers up because y'all gonna be blown away by this."
Yeah.
Here's what this defense is giving up in the games this year. They gave up a 16-point game, a 9, a 10, a 23, a 9, a 16, and a 9. So only one 23-point game to the Raiders, but the rest, nothing over 17 points.
Sound like the Cowboys defense.
They're good, man. That is a recipe for winning. They should not. So bro, their offense. Am I reading that right? Wait, I may have run that wrong. Let me go back. I think I read it wrong. They gave up a 32-point game.
Oh.
but still, listen, 17, 16, 11, 12, 19, and 16, other than the 32-point game, that still should get you wins in the NFL.
Yeah, your offense should be able to, take it to another level. Yeah.
Come on, man. If you hold people to 16, 17, 19, and 11, those should be wins.
Yeah.
Those should be wins. So that offense is playing really, 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 really bad. I apologize. I don't know why I was reading that like that. But yeah, that offense is playing really, really bad. And then the Colts, man, I feel bad for Matty Ice, man, but it was time. And he was like, I was so shocked. I'm like, I don't know why, bro. Because if you saw the same games that we saw, we were wondering why it took so long.
Yeah, and especially, I picked the Colts as a surprise team too, as far as that is concerned. Yeah, Matt Ryan throwing for 44 times. That's not going
to win a game for you.
You don't want that.
But he had to, though. He had to, because nothing else was working.
Yeah, I think Jonathan Taylor had 10 touches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get it. I totally get it. And my surprise also was the Patriots.
Yeah.
In fantasy, we say this. If you have two mediocre quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. And that's what we saw this past Monday. Let's just call it what it is. Mac Jones is a mediocre system quarterback. I mean, I'm just being honest, man.
I think the system is gone because you don't have Josh McDaniels.
I agree with that, but I'm gonna tell you something else too, in addition to what you just said, because I agree with what you just said. But you also don't have a way to buffer the system. See, with Tom Brady, he knew the system so well that even when the system broke down, he knew how to manipulate the system to make it look like it was still working. Yeah. You don't have any margin for error now with Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi. Bailey Zappi came out in that game and was, he threw two great passes. He was like, oh, you're done, Mac Jones. You done lost your job. Yeah. And then as the game progressed, he was like, oh, Mac Jones, we'll see you next week. So it's not a good situation right now.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of grace, man, because it's a new system. It's a new system.
Okay, all right. You said give him grace, and I'm saying now this might all be Joe Judge's fault, as I know very well. That dude is a mess.
Well, is it him and Matt Patricia calling the shots, or is it just Joe Judge?
No, well, I don't know. See, that's the other part. Maybe there's so much confusion over there that these young guys can't function in all that foolishness. So I don't know.
It's like that Spider-Man meme where everybody's pointing at each other.
Right.
We don't know who the offensive coordinator is.
Who am I listening to? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm giving some grace for this one, man.
Well, very little for me. Very little for me. College football was great this past weekend again. My best was Tennessee, and man, I don't see no end in sight. Like they hung 50 up on UT Martin in the first quarter, and I was like, "Ooh, Lord have mercy." So Tennessee is my best. My worst is Ole Miss, man. How y'all let that one slip away? Yeah. Now I know LSU is a tough place to play. I get it, but Florida State went down there and did quite well. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How y'all got a better record than Florida State? So
Yeah,
I don't know. And then speaking of LSU, they were my surprise. They showed up for that one, man. They listen. The rivalry games can go any kind of way, man.
yeah.
And that's one of the rivalry games that can go any kind of way. So shout out to LSU, man, for getting it done. What's up?
Man, I'm going the same way you going. I had Tennessee because I couldn't pick Michigan because they didn't play, so I had Tennessee.
Oh,
Tennessee is my best, and Ole Miss is my worst. That's definitely from what we've seen from week to week, they're knocking people off, and then LSU coming in and giving them a thumping. I didn't see that by 25. I didn't see that at all. And,
not by 25. That was crazy.
Yeah, and my surprise was LSU. They definitely took care of business, and there's gonna be some shuffling going on in this polls.
I can't wait till next week to see how this all unfolds, man. This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our 5 good picks, and so we got 5 games to pick now. We didn't pick last week because we did our NBA picks for the year. But let's review the last time we picked and just remind the people of how things turned out. Just if you just would do that for us, Chad, the show would appreciate it.
Let me see. I had it somewhere. Let me see.
Yeah, just see if you can bring that. While you doing that, I'll answer John. John, I'm going to dive deeper into Syracuse on tomorrow on Believe in the ACC. But I agree with you; they are definitely one of my surprise teams of the year. Nobody saw that coming. And then my thoughts on TCU, I'll be honest with you, I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned because I didn't, all they did was basically remove a coach. And now, man, they look like a juggernaut. So I don't know if they can sneak into the playoffs. That's gonna be tough because of the way people view the SEC and the way people view the Big 12 this year. But keep your eye on TCU because if any of these teams up here slip, an undefeated TCU could take advantage of all of that. So, let me ask you a question while you finding the listing. Would you put an undefeated TCU in over a one-loss Alabama?
No, because like you said, it's a TV show. They want to see the big names in there.
From the TV show perspective, I would agree with that. But I'm gonna tell you something. I think I would, depending on what the other teams ahead of them do. I think I would. I definitely have to think about it. I'd have to think about it. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it all unfolds, man. For sure we'll put them in over Oregon. I think the Pac-12 has ultimately eaten itself. Utah losing to Oregon was not the best. USC losing to Utah was not the best. It just looks like there's great parity out there, but it's not none of that looks like they could go and really compete. And then Oregon's got a horrible loss to begin the season. I mean, they got the doors blown off of them. Yeah. So I think Oregon doesn't really have a prayer to get in at all. Like I think they're done as far as the national championship is concerned.
Yeah, they don't have a shot. I don't think
it would have to be complete chaos for them to get in, starting with the team that blew them out. So yeah. All right, we ready, Chad? How do we do?
I'm trying to see if I got the right.
Well, listen. Let's just listen. The only thing I really wanted to say about the picks was I went 5-0. So, so we can go on from there, Chad. We don't have to belabor.
Yeah. You went 5-0.
I went 5-0. That's all that really matters. The rest of it, I don't really care about.
Yeah, I think I went 3-5. And you went 5.
All right, here we go. So this week we picking Ohio State and Penn State. Chad, who you got?
Well, since I cannot pick Ohio State, and they'll probably win, I'm still going to pick Penn State, even though they're going to.
You picking Penn State? You got that much hate for Ohio State?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I thought about this one, man. Penn State, a win against Ohio State could put them back in the conversation. And it's at Penn State.
Yeah.
But they don't have no quarterback, bro.
Just go ahead and pick Ohio State.
I don't love it. I don't love that quarterback. I gotta go Ohio State, bro.
Yes.
I gotta go Ohio State. I got to.
I know this is gonna be a loss for me, so I'm just gonna chop it up today.
You gonna talk that one up already? Okay, just on principle alone. I got you. I got you.
Exactly.
All right. Number 19, Kentucky versus number 3, Tennessee at Tennessee. Golly, I
don't know why you're thinking about it.
Well, you're right. I'm not gonna think about it. Tennessee all the way. Tennessee all the way. And let's keep that collision course for next week because I think they play Georgia the week after. We need Tennessee not to overlook Kentucky and go on and get this dominating win. So we got Georgia and Tennessee next week. So
is that Tennessee Georgia in prime time or is that?
It's got to be. Right now. That's the game of the year.
Yeah,
like that's the game of the year. So I can't imagine it's not going to be in prime time. It's got to be in prime time. Okay. Michigan State and Michigan. You knew that was going to be on the list. These rivalry games, bro. These rivalry games tend to go crazy, and this one is definitely one of them games.
It could be a trap game.
Could be a trap game.
Could be a trap game,
but I'm going Michigan.
Me too. I'm
going Michigan. All right. JT said definitely Tennessee. Oh, of course he's going Michigan. I wonder what made him pick Michigan. I don't even know what made him pick Michigan. But anyway, Ravens and Buccaneers. This is an interesting one because this is the Thursday night game. The turnaround for the Buccaneers. This ain't good. This is not good. They have to sit in this game for 4 days, sitting or stewing in that Panthers loss for 4 days. And I think the Panthers are not as good as the Ravens. I got to go with Lamar on the road, bro. And that's a home game for him. Not home in the sense of home stadium, but home in the sense of he's going back to Florida where he's from.
Yeah.
So I got to go with Lamar, man. Lamar might go stupid in this game.
The thing is, I don't know which team or either teams I'm going to get. I don't know if the Ravens defense is going to still suck or if Tampa's
They were good against the Browns. They were good against the Browns, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Tampa's defense is going to suck. I don't know if I mean, I'm sure Lamar, like you said, going to do his thing, but are they going to be able to still hold Tom Brady, Mike Evans, all them guys like that?
I mean, everybody else has.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the Ravens with this one.
You going Ravens? All right.
I think. Hold up, is Deshaun Jackson gonna be playing?
Yeah, he'll probably be there this time.
I'm going Ravens.
Yeah, and then like I said, we'll get into some rumors here real quick. Right after this last pick, but I heard some interesting stuff, and it's starting to heat up. And then the final one is a twist question. It's a twist question. 49ers at Rams, Packers at Bills. Who is more likely to pull the upset? Even though I don't know if the 49er one is really an upset anymore. But who would you say is going to win this one?
The upset? I don't think Packers have no shot at beating the Bills. So the upset.
I don't think so either.
The upset will come for 49ers and the Rams.
Yeah, I think who you got in the 49ers Rams?
I think McCaffrey will be more involved with the offense and him and Debo and Kittle, 49ers.
Yeah, I think the 49ers are going to pull that off too.
Rams are missing Odell, and they're going to probably be throwing the Cooper Cup 15
Rams
times.
are struggling, bro. They struggling bad. They really are struggling bad. Plus, these teams know each other so well. So, it won't be no big surprise there. I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going 49ers, but that Packers game, this is just the kind of stuff that Aaron Rodgers just loves. And, boy, wouldn't he just love to go to Buffalo, and he ain't got no receivers, and his offensive line sucks, and then all of a sudden he finds a way. And I'm going to tell you something. and I'm gonna say this right now out loud and open in front of all the peoples.
Yeah.
If Aaron Rodgers goes into Buffalo and somehow pulls this off, the Buffalo Bills will not win the Super Bowl.
Well,
Now you said, how do you put those two together? Because you can't lose games like this at home to a wounded dog. And if you can't beat a wounded dog, because see, they've been kind of living on a prayer in these tougher games anyway.
yeah.
So if you lose to a wounded dog, you're not beating under You're not beating under pressure the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You're not beating. You're just not beating these better teams. You're just not. I just don't see it. So.
I don't think they have to worry about that because I think he's gonna be over there staring at Von Miller in the eye, and it's gonna be problems.
I don't think the Bears over the Dallas is an upset to me, and I definitely don't see the Giants over the Seahawks as an upset. The upset, I think, would be the other way around at this point.
I think we're gonna beat the Bears, but it's gonna be closer because of their run game. They have a very good run game. It's not gonna be a blowout. It's not gonna
that game just got a lot tougher. That game got a lot tougher, real talk, because they found something.
And the way that you play Fields is the way that you play Hurts, and they both run. So I think we got to have that same mindset. But like that Hankerson signing, hopefully go ahead and
well, that's what they're counting on. That's what they're counting on.
Stop that run. Yeah.
All right, my brother, who you shouting out this week?
Man, shouting out the guys that are not here, Cam, Reggie, no guys that are definitely a part of it. So shout out you guys, man, miss y'all. Still, I really getting tired of saying this, free BG, because she should already be free.
Yeah, man. But let's keep it alive, though, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So she should definitely be free. Let's see who else I'm shouting out. Man, just shouting the NBA being back. In football, no baseball. My team just got swept, so I'm wearing this hat just because of that. But
I kind of let you live a little bit.
You did.
I did. Because I'm gonna be the reason why I let you live, little bro, because I don't understand what just happened. I honestly don't understand how this happened. Like, I don't know, man.
It was a trade deadline, man. It was a trade deadline. We messed up everything, and then it kind of since the trade deadline, really, we hadn't been the same team, even though we made acquisitions.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Thank you, Mother.
Listen, take some off, John. We know that they're terrible. I know they're terrible. I know. And yes, it is a possibility that we might get less wins than last year. But the good news is we might get Wembanyama.
That's the brightest spot that you have.
So listen,
that's a bright spot.
I'm torn because I can get Wembanyama and Russell Westbrook's contract off the books.
Yeah, that's.
How can that not be a win? So there you go. For me, man, the shout outs are shout out to Black Panther, which is actually doing their world premiere tonight. Now it's not for everybody, but this is like one of them Hollywood world premieres. But man, the buzz is so crazy. And the pre-sales, y'all, I said this Monday on Talking Noise, pre-sales are $175 million already.
Are you scared? Are you kind of scared? You think it's gonna be better than the first one? Or are you kind of scared?
I don't know if it's gonna be better than the first one, but I do think it's going to be as impactful as the first one because of the nature of Chadwick Boseman's death and what this film really means to the culture and to people as a whole. And everybody loved Chadwick Boseman. Black, white, don't matter. So I think the impact of that is going to be so huge. It's going to be hard for this film not to either match what it already did or surpass it. So, but we will see. We will see. But shout out to them, man. That's very, 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 very cool. And yeah, man. And I got to give that one of my last shout outs to you. Right, doggone it, John. You beat me to it. You beat me to it, John. I was gonna give a shout out to Deion Sanders and Jackson State
Yeah.
And I want to give John his credit because he definitely put it up there. Man, that is so cool. That's the most swag thing ever, baby.
He say, "I am swag."
I am swag. Y'all better and listen. Y'all better start getting along with him before he decides to take this Auburn job because it will be available.
I don't see him in Auburn though.
I don't want to see him go to any school but where he's at. I want him to stay in HBCU and keep building.
Yeah.
But I also understand how the world works. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But shout out to Dion, man. College game day in
big.
Jackson, Mississippi, bro.
That's big.
That's a power move right there, bro.
It's big. Yeah.
That's big, man. Well, listen, C Major, we held it down, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We did, man.
Baby. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the noise makers and the Fire Nation out there watching us tonight. This has been fun. Doing this with my little bro. I love it.
Yes, sir.
This is what it's all about, baby. All right, listen, Five. We are out of here. Shout out to the fellas. We'll see y'all next week. And we out this piece, man, for real though.
Five will get you 10 when you're plugging in with the there's no mystery. Let's make history with the five. Oh, the song is 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me into the 5.